Chairman McCormick, Ranking Member Rosen, and distinguished members of the committee, thank you for the privilege of coming before you today as the President's nominee to serve as Assistant Secretary for Near Eastern Affairs at the U.S. Department of State. I have spent more than 30 years in the Foreign Service, much of that in the countries covered by this bureau, and I am honored that President Trump nominated me for this position. If confirmed, I commit to working closely with this committee on our country's national security interests in the Near East region. I have with me today my wife, Debbie, and my children, Sarah, Nicholas, and Carl. They have shared with me the honor of representing our country abroad through wars, evacuations, pandemic, and other interesting adventures, and I want to thank them for their constant support throughout. The administration's goals for the Middle East and North Africa are clear. First, to seek real solutions to the region's enduring conflicts, including preventing Iran from developing or otherwise obtaining nuclear weapons. Second priority is promoting U.S. economic prosperity, expanding markets for U.S. exports, creating jobs and investment opportunities for American workers around the region. Iran is a common thread running through the region's challenges. And absent an agreement, if confirmed, I will continue to advance maximum international pressure on Iran, denying the regime resources and support to fund terrorism and regional aggression. But we also see opportunities. I support the administration's commitment to build on the Abraham Accords and normalization agreements, which is imperative for regional security and economic integration. Iraq, Syria, Lebanon all provide potentially transformative opportunities today that we must engage on. We must increase U.S. competitiveness in the region, as every major commercial, technology, infrastructure, and energy project secured by an American company strengthens U.S. influence while denying strategic opportunities to our competitors. While we must remain clear-eyed about the challenges, we must also recognize the potential for progress that advances American security, prosperity, and global leadership. If confirmed, I look forward to working with you on these issues. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to your questions.
Thank you. Mr. Anderson.
Good morning, Chairman McCormick, Ranking Member Rosen, distinguished members of the committee. It's an honor to appear before you today. I am grateful for President Trump and Secretary Rubio's trust in me in nominating me to serve as ambassador to the Kingdom of Cambodia. I need to start off with a big thank you to my wife, Jennifer. She is my rock, and I wouldn't be here today without her support. She is, or should I say was, joined by my daughter, Charlotte. I was going to make a joke about leniency on her protests, but she's already been removed. I also need to thank my parents, Craig and Ruth Anderson. Their support, investment, and encouragement has been the foundation of my personal development. It's tough to put into words how it feels to be on this side of the hearing today. As everyone in this room is very aware, I usually spend my time back against the wall, trying not to be noticed. The opportunity to receive this nomination and to simply testify before you today is not something that I thought I would ever be afforded. I grew up the son of a tractor salesman and a music teacher, so at no point did I ever see an ambassador nomination in my future. Though I will say, on the heels of our nation's 250th birthday, it does remind me of how lucky I am to be an American. Over the last 17 years, I have worked for 3 senators, President Trump's first administration, and served in the Army. I have always worked to protect America's interests, both at home and abroad. If confirmed, I pledge to continue to pursue U.S. foreign relations and national security with the devotion that you all know me for. Throughout my tenure with this institution, I have worked with most, if not all, of your offices. I have always prided myself on free-flowing and sometimes frank communication, the management of equities, and my ability to advance the mission without fanfare or publicity. If confirmed, I plan on employing all of these virtues in the service of the United States. I will advance the administration's core priorities in Cambodia with an unwavering commitment and vigor, protecting American citizens, expanding U.S. economic opportunity, and ensuring our engagement in Southeast Asia serves the American people first. The U.S.-Cambodia relationship is fundamentally in a stronger place than it was a few years ago, and the momentum is very real. President Trump's leadership in facilitating a ceasefire between Cambodia and Thailand opened a new chapter with Hun Manet and his administration. It's an opportunity that the Trump administration is truly building on. With that said, I will not shy away from the challenges that remain. Continued progress in the bilateral relationship depends on Cambodia taking concrete action on several fronts. My top priority would be dismantling online scams and the criminal networks behind them. These operations have stolen tens of billions of dollars from American citizens. If confirmed, I will work with Cambodian counterparts and regional partners to deliver results. Cambodia has the opportunity to be a growing partner, not a strategic vulnerability. I am ready to serve. For the respect of the committee's time, I will end my testimony there and submit the rest for the record. Thank you for this opportunity. I look forward to your questions.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Mastriano.
Thank you, Chairman McCormick, Ranking Member Rosen, and distinguished members of the committee. As Chairman of the Pennsylvania Emergency Preparedness and Veterans Affairs Committee, it also feels odd being on this side of the committee, but it's an honor to be here before you today as President Trump's nominee to serve as the next United States ambassador to the Slovak Republic. I am deeply grateful to the President for his confidence and for this committee considering my nomination. I would first like to recognize my wife, Rebbe, for nearly 39 years through an Army career of great sacrifice, starting off in the Cold War in the Iron Curtain, Germany, prepared to evacuate in the case of a Soviet attack where we were told my unit would last 45 minutes, patrolling the Iron Curtain, 12 moves, 12 years overseas, service to the nation that I just can't describe. Without her love and support, I would not be here today. I'm also grateful for our son Josiah, who cannot be here because he's preparing to deploy to Africa to support America's mission in the Horn of Africa. And he, with his wife Maddie and our granddaughter Brooklyn, they continue our family's tradition of service, which started with my dad, who committed his life to a career in the Navy, 2 brothers in the United States Marine Corps, and many uncles who served beating back Nazism and militarism during World War II. And their legacy inspired me to commit my life to the Army. I am also pleased to be joined today by my former legislative director, Josh Herman, and members of my Senate staff, my Chief of Staff, Melissa, Executive Assistant Emily, and Constituent Services and Grant Specialists, Dawn, Michelle, and Lisa. Thank you so much for sacrificing your time to be here, taking personal time off to join and support us. Rebbe and I are grateful for you guys. For more than 30 years, I had the privilege of serving our nation in the United States Army. My assignments took me across Europe, the Middle